I'm here with Josh Lenartowicz, your first visit here at the Mr. Olympia weekend in Las Vegas, all the way from Australia. You got things started and interesting at that press conference towards the end there. How do you feel right now?
Man, when you just said that, first Olympia, I like the way that sounds.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I feel great at the moment.
Yep.
I feel really good.
Did you think that I saw you break out in the early part of the year at the Kevin Levrone Classic, and you wind up standing here posing down with him at the press conference? A long way you came already.
Yeah, well, that's. I think they didn't get to tell the story that Cedric and Kevin was saying. What actually happened was we were standing in line getting our medals, and Cedric said to Kevin, "Can I F up your shirt, like hug it, because all the tanning?" And Kevin's like, "No." And then when it was me and Cedric at the end, and I lost to Cedric, then when Kevin came over, he goes, "Can I do it now?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay." And then that's why I did the shirt, and I thought, man, I was there, and I'm part of that group in a way. And
that was classic.
Yeah, so come out there, and I want to stand next to Kevin, and I love those guys. They're cool, and I like the friendship that people have.
Yeah, you came a long way. We watched you win the Ferrigno Legacy Championships. You're training over there at 24/7 gym with Tony Doherty. This is really what it's all about. So tell me how it's crystallizing in your mind 24 hours before you take to the stage tomorrow night.
How it's coming into my mind is, don't worry, because everything's done. And I've got Chad Nichols coaching me eye on a couple of times a day, looking at me. Never had that attention, and it makes me feel so blessed to have that. Yeah. Like, did you have that? Did you have a coach looking at you?
I didn't have the benefit of having a coach back in my day. It was like everybody for themselves. Yeah. Chad came along somewhere in the middle, and he started working with some of my rivals like Flex Wheeler and Paul Dillette and Nasser El Somebody, and of course the legendary Ronnie Coleman. Yeah. And he knows his thing. I mean, you feel comfortable working with him?
Absolutely. Well, if you think of it like this, I mean, we just had the Olympics, and they're setting world records, right? And in bodybuilding, if you think of a world record, that was set by Ronnie Coleman in 2003. Yeah. It hasn't been beaten yet. So I think I'd be stupid not to go with Chad, because he's helped him set that record. So just in my head, it makes perfect sense.
He's got a very good track record. His wife is a four-time former Ms. Olympia champion. So what do we hope to accomplish here, Big Josh? Your first time here, you're soaking it all in, and when we get on that airplane and you're fat and happy on your way back, what are we reflecting on? The beginning, or what are we looking at?
Absolutely. The experience. I said this on the press conference. I said, this gives me a platform to impact more lives. And money come and go, success come and go. But look how many lives you impacted, Sean. Look how many lives I'm going to be able to impact just by being here. And if you have a good character and you're a good person, I believe it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And without going too crazy deep into things, I think that's what the world needs more of. So, it makes me feel like I'm making some sort of difference. And
so with that being said, being a rookie here, what is a victory for you on the stage, placement-wise? Give me a prediction.
I'm not going to give a prediction. I know that's annoying because it's a redundant question. I'd put myself first because it's important to love yourself. So of course I'm going to say first, even if I'm 400 kilos of fat. This is what I mean by that question. So it's a redundant question.
Well, but even with 400 kilos of fat, this will be the first Australian on the stage in the open category. Josh making his pro debut, or Olympia debut, I should say, where it's all begun for the likes of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronnie Coleman. Now we'll add Josh Lenartowicz. Is that how you say it?
Lenartowicz.
Lenartowicz. Yeah. Oh, and explain to these guys really quick about the Polish descent.
All it was my. I'm Australian. But my dad's parents were Polish, so that's where Lenartowicz comes from, and that was why. That way it was close to my heart in Poland because of the war, and they had to move to Australia, and then they had my father, and then my wife and I, my mother and him obviously had me, and then. And that's where it comes from.
And now you're in Las Vegas.
And now I'm in Las Vegas. It's all over.
All right, we'll check back with him after the prejudging tomorrow night. But right now we're here at the Meet the Olympians for MuscularDevelopment.com. I'm Sean Ray.
Thanks.